Stationary lunges. When starting in a lunge, correct alignment includes the knee, hip, shoulder, and ear. You can start by going on the floor and lifting up 2 inches. Hold the lunge initially and build strength at the bottom of the movement. Then add the up and down movement. Remember to keep a straight line through the knee, hip, shoulder, and ear. Press up and pull in those abdominals as you exhale on the lift. Shoulder blades are squeezed together, you're wide across the chest. From the front view, you can see that the knees are in line over the hip. Keep going, don't stop. Breathe through the movement. And always add lighter weights or heavier weights or no weights at all. We're almost there now. That's it. Great job. Squats. On squats, your correct alignment should have the knee in line behind the second toe. So that means the center of your kneecap is right over the middle of your foot. Your knees should not move out in front of your toes. Hinge from the hips and push back. Squeeze the bottom from the glutes as you stand up and pull into your abdominals as you exhale on the stand. Only go as low as you have your thighs parallel to the floor or that you're comfortable with the movement. From the front view, you can see that the toes and the knees are in alignment. If you'd like to get deeper in the squat, turn the knee and the toe slightly outward. Arms are to the side, chest is lifted, head stays in neutral position. You're almost done now. Keep pressing. Pull in that belly, stand tall and breathe. Great job. You finished. Side lunges. Hold head nice and tall with chin lifted and shoulder blades squeezed together. Now the reach is optional. You can keep your hands on the hips throughout the whole movement as you step to the side. I really want you to aim the tailbone back to each corner. Stay in a straight line. Each lunge is directly to the side, not to the back or front. Keep your toes pointed forward as you reach. Hinge from the hips, stand up each time nice and tall, and breathe throughout the movement. Inhale on the touch, exhale on the push to stand. Return to center each time. You can always add a weight to increase the intensity. We're almost there now. Keep going. Great job. You've done it. Sidewalks. Sidewalks help target the outer thigh and glutes. So if you have an ankle cuff, you'll step in the center and put the Velcro around each ankle. Make sure the Velcro is secure. Just step side to side, bending the knees each time, keeping the toes forward. Slight hinge from the hips. Press across. Posture is nice and tall, abs pulled in. Bend and straighten those legs with each step, moving in a side-to-side pattern. If you don't have ankle cuffs, this can be performed with tubing and handles. Make sure you step into the middle of the tube between your toes and your heels to keep it in place. Hold the handles high or low against the thighs, stepping side to side. We're almost there now. Keep going. Nice big steps. Pull in the abdominals and breathe. Great job. Corner walks. Corner walks again help target the outer thighs or the glutes. Make sure if you're using tubing with cuffs that it's secured at the ankles. Step forward on an angle and then back. You want to take 3 or 4 steps. You can perform this all the way across the room, moving forward and then backwards. Besides using an ankle cuff, you can also use a piece of tubing. Simply step with the arch of your foot on the tubing, keeping it between your toe and heel. Again, angle that walk and tap close each step. Reach nice and wide with that heel. You'll feel this in the back of the thighs and the glutes on the backwards walking. We're almost there now. Keep pressing with that foot. Stay nice and tall, breathe and contract the abdominals with each step. You've done it. Great job. You can feel those. Forward mini split squats. This again is a lunge alignment, although the step is a little smaller than a typical lunge. Make sure you're hinging from the hips and your hips are nice and low. Alternating feet right and left. Now the touchdown or the reach to the heel is optional. You can always keep the chest upright. But these are small and you'll feel this in the glutes, in the back of the leg. Keep your chin lifted and again shoulder blades squeezed together. Nice and tall. From the side you can see that the lunge is equal every time you step. Hinging from the hips, keeping the back nice and straight. The biggest mistake most people make is rounding those shoulders and dropping down. Stay nice and tall, push and exhale with each step. You can always add heavier weights. Great job, you're done. Mini split squat diagonals. This is the same movement as in split squat, but it's taking it to the corners. It's about a 45-degree angle. Remember, the step is smaller than a traditional lunge. Back is straight and you're hinging from the hips. Keep the spine nice and long and tighten the abdominals each time you bend over. Inhale and exhale through the movements. Stay nice and tall through the center. It's about a 12 to 18-inch step, so if you're going too far, shorten up that distance. Keep pressing side to side. You're doing great. Keep it up. Continue to breathe and pull through those abdominals. Nice and tall posture in between. That's it. You've done it. Bent knee floor bridge. This exercise targets the glutes and hamstrings, so if you're feeling this in your back, you'll need to tip the hips towards the belly button. Feet are extended, bent at 90 degrees on the lift, flat on the floor with the toes. Make sure you press into the toe and heel. Wide across the shoulders, squeeze your shoulder blades into the floor with arms at the side. Extend the hips on the exhale, lower on the inhale. Again, if you're feeling this in your lower back muscles, please drop the rib cage towards the floor and tilt the pelvis. To make this movement harder, lift one leg, but keep it close to the floor. It's much easier to bend the knee over the hips. You may also extend the legs straight up for more variety. Make sure you perform the exercise on both right and left legs. Great job! Feel that on your backside. Straight leg bridge with ball. This exercise targets the back of the thighs and the glutes, so if you're feeling it in your lower back, restart the exercise. Try not to arch the spine, but rather pull the belly button down and in towards the floor, and maintain this position. Wide across the chest, press the arms to the floor. Lift the hips and draw the heels in towards the hips. You'll extend in and out. You should feel this more in the back of the thighs. If you want to go a little more extended, pushing the hips up, as long as you don't compress the weight into the head, neck, and shoulders, that's fine. To challenge this exercise, perform it with one leg, dropping the knee in. Just make sure you do both sides. Always finish with both legs working together. Draw those heels in and keep the toes pointed upward or feet flexed. Feel this in the back of your legs. Great job. Stepping lunges. As with any lunge, we want to make sure that you start off in a 90-degree angle with the front and back knee. Make sure that the heel is up and down straight, not turned out to the side. Forward stepping lunges are more advanced than rear stepping lunges. Continue to push off the heel and step nice and tall. Keep your shoulder blades squeezed together and breathe throughout the movement. Head is in neutral. Inhale as you step forward, exhale as you push back. From the front on this, you'll see that the knees stay right in line with the hips, and the heel is up and down, perpendicular to the floor. Contract the abdominals and push to keep that posture nice and tall. We're almost done here. Keep going. That's it. You finished. Corner lunges. Remember, on corner lunges, and you're stepping corner to corner, you still want to have correct form and alignment. Head held in neutral with chin lifted and shoulder blades squeezed together. You're going to reach across with the opposite leg. So right leg goes to left corner and left leg to right corner. This is more of a V or 45-degree angle from center than it is a true 90 degrees. Your steps should be about 2 to 3 feet apart, nice and long, and keep your body from moving forward over the knee. Your knee should stay behind the toe on every lunge step, and your rear heel should be straight up and down, not leaning in or out. Keep pressing tall. Remember, you can do this with or without weights. Keep alternating movements side to side. Great job. Power lunges. Remember, through power lunges, to start with great form. Correct knee alignment includes knee, hip, shoulder, and ear in a straight line perpendicular to the floor. Make sure you watch the back ankle and keep it straight, not out to the side. Head's in neutral position, squeeze the shoulder blades together and keep the chin lifted. Remember to breathe. Inhale and exhale throughout the power and jump of each lunge. Stay nice and tall. Add those arms as you start to progress to make the move more intense. Keep going, you're halfway through the movements. Power up and press. Push through that body. Keep going with those legs, arms nice and strong. We're almost there now. Great job. Stepping over and back. This exercise targets the quads or the front of the thighs. It's important to keep your toes straight ahead as you're stepping forward and back, especially the foot on the step. Try not to let the heel turn out. As you become more advanced, lift the knee higher, or change the repetitions to a quicker tempo. You may also add weights or a higher bench to increase the intensity of this exercise. Posture is key. Stand tall, pulling in the belly and keeping the chin neutral. Make sure you perform this exercise on both legs. You may increase the intensity by adding a lunge to the back step or a lunge to the front step. Maintain good alignment with the knee, hip, and shoulder on every step. Great job. Feel that in your thighs.